Shalom, shalom. Nakna waha ay boyish Allah walakim la thumb call Shabawai Baha Waka Shoya Bashmal Shah. Hey, with the Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Bashmal Shah to pursue so called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. Repent ye for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Rcha, Kodash, Wamashina Kabadim, the Queen, Nawamalakim Shoy Shah Hazaquim Rcha, got a wall. Wachasa, Washalawam, Wabrakim, Labachaya, Shahakawi, Shalom. All right, so all praise to the Most High Yahweh, which means He exists. Bahashem in the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. All right, so I just want to go into, Halloween. All right, because today is so-called October 31st of the year 2022. The year to turn up. All right. It says also Halloween, last night of October, the eve of All Saints Day, as a popular holiday, 1781, in a Scottish text, a Scottish shortening of All Halloween, All Hallows even the evening before All Hallows. This is from otherwise obsolete Hallow in Middle English, Halloween, holy person, saint. From Old English, Holga, which is from source of hollow, also see evening and compare hollows. So they're saying this is it says holy person, and the true holy person is the Lord. You see, it's a lot. No, the true power that's holy is the Lord. You see, and the true saints are the Israelites. All right, but it's nothing holy about Halloween. You see, and I just wanted to go into that. So we're gonna start at, this is Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. It says, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You see, so the Lord is against these wicked ass holidays. There's nothing holy about these days, man. You go into the scriptures and you can't find Halloween, you can't find Christmas, you cannot find Thanksgiving. You see, all of these is wicked. All right, the Lord isn't with these feast days. All right, and basically feast days going into the holidays. All right, it's a lot. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 10. I'm gonna see. Go to Wikipedia. It says, is a celebration observed in many countries on the 31st of October, the eve of the Western Christian feast of All Hallow Days. So it looks like it's a Western custom. It says it begins the observance of All Hallowtide. Yeah, basically the All Saints Day. It says the time in the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints, martyrs, and all departed. That's not in the scriptures, man. All right, we can keep going. It says one theory holds that many Halloween traditions were influenced by Celtic harvest festivals, particularly the Gaelic festival Samhain, which are believed to have pagan roots, and it does have pagan roots. All right. It says Samhain is believed to have a Celtic pagan origin, and some Neolithic passage tombs in Ireland are aligned with the sunrise at the time of Samhain. It is first mentioned in the earliest Irish literature from the 9th century and is associated with many important events in Irish mythology. mythology. The early literature says Samhain was marked by great gatherings and feasts, when when the ancient burial mounds were open, which were seen as portals to the other world. Some of the literature also associates Samhain with bonfires and sacrifices. All right, and that's a complete spin, man, because it says Celtic polytheism, neo-paganism, and Wicca, man. That's wicked. All right, basically what they'll do is they'll, like, if you take Christmas, like, that goes back to Saturnalia. All right, but when you go, you gotta kind of, if I was to search up, if I was to search up, if I was to search up Christmas, you would have to basically go on some of the paragraphs and click on like Saturnalia and see what it goes back to, because all this is paganistic type worship. All right, this is involved with Wicca. It says rituals. This shit is wicked, man. You see in a lot of so-called Christians will say, oh, they call it like Holy Day or something, like they try to switch it up, but no, it's still off, man, to be giving reverence to these types of days just because everybody else is doing it, you know. But I'm gonna go back to it because it says some go further and suggest that Samhain may have been Christianized as All Hallows Day. Well, no, it's really paying homage to Satan somewhere down the line. Let's get a precept though. This is Jeremiah, also Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." You see, and we in a time now where we in a time of prophecy. You see, well, prophecy is always happening. You see, but we in the end prophecies. You see, so at this current moment, the house of Israel, well, it's always consisted of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and Israelite foreigners, those that are scattered abroad, looking like the other nations, you see. But just in this time today, it's a heavy time to awake out of sleep. And we'll get that through the Spirit, Lord's will. But the Lord is speaking to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and Israelite foreigners. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen." You see, because we're scattered amongst the heathen, It says, "And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." But the point I want to get from verse 2 was we shouldn't be learning the ways of the heathen because they're not profitable to us. You see, we were given the law, statutes, and commandments. All these different vain worship and philosophies and stuff, it all goes back to vanity. All right. It goes back to idol worship. All right. Let's keep going. It says, "For the customs of the people are vain. From one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver. So they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not." It says, "They are upright as the palm tree, but they speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good." You see, and let's go on into the Christmas tree. All right, which is an idol because it's upheld in this society. You see, it's people dictate their lives. They let these idols control them versus serving the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah. You see, in America, Babylon the Great, they push these things was pushed on us, back when we was in the world. But things are pushed on you when you're in the world, so you think it's normal, and they basically live off of those that are in the world. They live off of these holidays and different stuff that's upheld in this society, and they take it as doctrine, but it's off. You got people that are like, if you start talking about Christmas or something, or like different holidays, man, they'll want to fight you, you know. And that's because that's what they've been fed their whole lives. But see, but this pushes nothing but vanity, as verse 3 says, you know. And let's get that Romans. This is Romans chapter 13. And verse 12. Verse 11. It says, in that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. It's a high time to wake out of sleep, man. The demonization is about to come. The persecution is about to come. Famines, pestilences, shortages of everything. You know, there's no jobs out here. There's nothing going on. The Lord is ceasing the mirth in America, Babylon the Great, and all over the world. You see, so it's a high time to wake out of sleep. You see, because the Lord is sending those scourges for a minute. You know, it says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. You see, in each day that we wake up in this place, our salvation is nearer than when we believe. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. All right, the night is far spent, the time of wickedness is far spent, man. You know, all that stuff that we came up with, you know, we got to cast that stuff off, because it's not profitable to you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and Israelite foreigners, those that this word resonates with your spirit. You see, it says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, i.e. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, smoking weed, just doing wickedness, you know. It says, and let us put on the armor of light, being the scriptures. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, that's excessiveness. It says, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So we should not be living off the flesh, because living fleshly, being carnal, it equals death. All right, living in the spirit is how we gonna live. All right, because you go back out to verse 13, niggas is not making it to the kingdom. All right, let's go back. So if you a Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, and Haitian, or of the Israelite foreigners, where this word resonates with your spirit, and you still celebrating Halloween, you going off. All right. I'm gonna see if some more in this article though. That's pretty much it. Let me go back and get another precept. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 18. It says, what profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof hath graven it? All right, so what benefit or what avail is this graven image going to have, and why is the reason that the maker of the graven image, why did he make it? You know, because it's not gonna do anything. You see, it's not going to benefit anything. All right, it's going to get into that. It says the molten image and the teacher of lies is getting into idols. It's the teacher of lies, man. When you go into which this is mainly getting into Christianity, which is that wood in verse 19, and that stone being Islam. You see, but also these other idols, applying it to these other idols, Halloween, Christmas, Easter, so-called, how this world, which they really get into the Passover, but they push these idols with the bunny and the which the bunny and that whole how this world pushes has nothing to do with the Passover. thing with Christmas. They got a tree, and which that goes back to Nimrod. But they got the tree, and basically saying that symbolizes Hamashiach's birth. You see, when he wasn't even born in that time of the year, you know. So it's these different idols as teachers of lies. All right, Halloween, it said to go back to All Saints Day. There is no All Saints Day in the scriptures. All right, Halloween is not holy. All right, it says the maker thereof hath graven it, the molten image and the teacher of lies, because all these idols is teachers of lies. That the maker of his work trusts therein to make dumb idols. They don't speak. Halloween is not going to tell you what to do in these times to come. People was getting off work early, taking their kids to do, whatever people in the world do. Going buy Halloween costumes when they can't even afford, food at the crib, or just spending money on these different holidays. And these holidays is not going to tell you anything to do in Jacob's trouble. It's not going to benefit you in Jacob's trouble. You know, it's a dumb idol. It doesn't benefit you any at all, you know. Paying reverence to these different holidays is not going to speak to you at all, you know. So verse 19, it says, woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach. You see, in a lot of people, you know, going into, the idolatry that they subscribe to, they feel like that it's going to give them some type of answer to their life problems, when truly it's not. You know, that's why it says to the dumb stone, all right, because it's not going to speak. When you go into that word dumb, it means silent, all right. It says, arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, so it looks good. You know, it says, and there's no breath at all in the midst of it. So it looked good on the outside, but what's truly in the inside? Nothing, you know. All right, but that was basically the point. You know, all these different idols, you know, chiefly the different religions and philosophies that they subscribe to, you see, but also these holidays, you see. But Lord's will, that was edifying. Halloween is wicked, you know. May Yahweh Shemel Shah Shalak Barakim La Call Akim Wa Akwath. All right. May the Lord send blessings to all brothers and sisters. All right. Call Layim La Yahweh Shemel Shah Basham Kakadash. Hey, double honor said that was an Apostle Great Mill song. They told me this truth from Ruel. Hey, much respect to you, brother. That person is truth. Without righteousness and sincerity, shalom, shalom.